What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Sleepy Droopy. Happy holidays, and I hope you guys have had a wonderful holiday. Be able to spend some time with your family and friends and just relax a little bit. 2020 was not a great year for us, so hopefully 2021 will give us a better year, and hopefully we get IRL events back in this year. Crossing my fingers. But yeah. I'm finally back. I haven't uploaded in a while. I think it's been like 2 months, but a couple of things have been happening in my life. A new job and an intense training program kept my head down for like a good 2 to 3 months. But it's great because now I have certifications in stuff that can help me out later. I also moved as well, so that kind of, stuff with moving took a little bit longer than we expected, but I'm finally settled down, and then after that, just holidays started hitting, and that's just busy in general, and I decided to prioritize my family and spending time with family before going back into creating some content for you guys. But now my plans are to hopefully continue uploading consistent as I can. I'm gonna try and go for 1 to 2 videos a week, hopefully get a third in if I can, but we'll see. But for today, we're going to be looking at Ultra Necrozma, a deck for the expanded format that it's very budget friendly. And if you're really looking to get into expanded format, I highly suggest looking into this deck profile. And let's get right into it. Alright guys, here's my 60 for my Ultra Necrozma Garbodor deck. First off, we're starting off with our main attacker in Ultra Necrozma, 110 HP, Dragon type with the ability Ultra Burst. This Pokemon cannot attack unless your opponent has 2 or fewer prize cards remaining, and Luster of Downfall, doing 170 damage and discarding an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Luster of Downfall with 170 can 2-shot almost anything in the metagame, including VMAXs. Even those at 140, just two attacks, you're doing 340 damage and killing things like Eternatus fairly quickly. And also discarding energy is a great thing to do in the expanded format. There's a lot of special energy, so sometimes just discarding an energy can slow down an opponent fairly quickly. Now you're wondering, Ultra Burst, but we can't attack with that unless our opponent has 2 or fewer cards. We have several ways of turning off that ability, allowing us to attack any basically throughout the whole game. And with the first, we have a 3-4 line of Trubbish. Right now, currently, I'm using the Acid Spray one because that's the only one I have. There are other ones you could possibly use. Never use the dark ones. None of the dark ones are really good, and also they just don't mix well with the deck right now. Another Trubbish you can use is the Trubbish with Stomp Off from Guardians Rising. You basically discard the top card of your opponent's deck with that. And then the other one, I believe, is this one, Garbage Collection. I forget the set number. What set name is this? But Garbage Collection allows you to put a card from your discard pile on top of your deck. This just allows you give you an answer for possibly like control decks, or even gives you a little bit more recyclability. So yeah, those are the 3 Trubbish I recommend using. I'm using Acid Spray right now because it's really the only one I have, and honestly, having Crushing Hammer on an attack isn't the worst thing in the world. On top of that, we're playing 2 Garbodor with Garbotoxin. If this Pokemon has a Pokemon Tool card attached to it, each Pokemon in each player's hand and in each player's discard pile has no abilities. So this is one way we shut off that ability from Ultra Necrozma, allowing Ultra Necrozma to attack throughout the whole game. So what we mainly want to do with this Garbodor is just play it, attach a Float Stone to it, and call it a day. And then we have Garbodor with Trash Launch as a backup attacker. Trash Launch allows us to do 20 damage for each item card in our opponent's discard pile. This damage rate racks up very quickly and allows us possibly to use this, as an end game attacker to finish things off that we might not be able to. And then onto our trainers, we play 2 Bicycle. Again, this just gives us a little bit of draw. Let's say we have a low hand, we can just draw until we have 4 cards in our hand, allowing us to extend our plays even further. And then we also play Computer Search as our ace spec of choice. for this, we basically discard 2 cards and we search for any card in our deck and put it into our hand. With this, we might be able to search for our final pieces to be able to get Ultra Necrozma attacking fairly quickly. We play 1 Field Blower just to knock off any tools, any stadiums that we might need. Great Catcher allows us to, just capture anything, any GXs, such as the Denes that might be sitting there, and we can just take easy KOs on those, or any other GXs that we might have maybe chipped and they retreated. We just call them back up and finish them off. So now we do, and then we play 4 Mysterious Treasure, our main Pokemon search in this deck, because for a discard of a card, we can search for any Psychic or Dragon Pokemon and put them into our hand, and our entire deck is just Dragon and Psychic Pokemon. We also play 2 additional Nest Balls just to give us better chances of setting up our first turn. And then we also play 2 Rescue Stretchers. Rescue Stretcher allows us to put a Pokemon in our discard pile into our hand, or shuffle 3 Pokemon into our discard pile. This allows us to reuse Ultra Necrozmas to attack, or even bring back some Trubbishes and Garbodors that we may have lost. Maybe they were gusted up and they killed them. This allows us to, just reuse a lot of Pokemon. And then again, with the recycling of Special Charge, this allows us to put 2 Special Energy from our discard pile back into our deck. Our main way of attacking here is using Double Dragon Energy. So recycling them is very good to do, because we need to continue attacking with the deck. And then we have Trainers Mail. Trainers Mail gives us a little bit more consistency, allowing us to look at the top 4 cards of our deck and just grabbing a trainer from there. Then we also have Versus Seeker. This basically allows us to reuse supporters in our discard pile. This allows us to basically have any other supporter that we may need and use it again from the discard pile, and allows us to make plays from the discard pile as well. And our main stadium, 4 Silent Labs, basically shutting down basic Pokemon in play in each player's hand, and in each player's discard pile have no abilities. This not only allows us to attack with Ultra Necrozma, but also shuts off things like the Dene, basically making our opponents hard for them to draw. If they have a Dedenne in their hand, they can't play it. If they do, it's a free 2 prizes for us, and stuff like that. And then we play 2 Guzma. 2 Guzma allows us to gust up things from our opponents, and also allows us to get out of the active if we need to get out of the active as well. Then we play 2 Marnie, again just for a little bit of disruption, also giving us a little bit of draw. And then we also play 2 N, the master of disruption and draw. And then we play Pokémon Ranger, mainly for the ADP matchup, because without this, ADP just needs to attack us 3 times, and they can easily kill us 3 times using just an ADP. So we don't want them to do that. So we do that, making it harder, basically giving us back the prize trade race. So now we have 3 Professor Juniper. This is just aggressive, draw 7, discard our hand, draw 7. Then we play 2 teammates with a single prize deck. We're going to be getting killed very easily, so this allows us on our turn, when we get something gets knocked out, allows us to search for 2 cards that we may need. That's any 2 pieces that we may need. It's basically a more powered down computer search, allowing us to use it several times. And then we have 3 Float Stone. Float Stone gives our Pokemon free retreat, and we basically use these to attach to Garbodor and activate Garbotoxin. Then we have 3 Lucky Eggs. The 3 Lucky Eggs allows us to basically attach to Ultra Necrozma, and if it gets KO'd, we can just refresh our hand up to 7 and get some additional cards in general, and allowing us to extend our plays for the next turn coming. And then, as stated before, we play 4 Double Dragon Energy, the main energy we use to attack in this deck with Ultra Necrozma. And then we also play 2 Psychic Energy. This allows us the option to be able to use Trash Lunch Garbodor to attack if we need to, and have it just as a backup attacker or endgame attacker once our opponent has a lot of items in their discard pile. That damage quickly builds up, especially in Expanded. So I hope you guys enjoyed that deck profile. We will be having some gameplay of this deck profile in our next video, so feel free to look out for that. I'll show you guys how to play the deck a little bit as well, but go ahead, try out the deck for yourself. It's a very powerful deck. I honestly think it's very underrated. So go ahead, check it out. I think this card, it's just a great deck to use. It's budget, it's very powerful, so go ahead, check it out. If you're liking the content you're seeing on the channel, feel free to leave a subscription down below, and also leave a like on the video. If you really like the video right now, let me know what else I can do. Is there anything you guys think I can improve on? So feel free to leave a comment below and just let me know. And I hope you guys had a good holiday, and I will see you guys later, and peace.